I'm your host, Letitia Bishop, and welcome to the Beauty Talk podcast. If you don't know me, I'm a professional makeup artist and beauty writer. Thank you for coming back, guys, and listening to another episode with us. Today we have a guest episode. I would love it if you guys today could take a screenshot of your phone while you were listening and share it on your Instagram stories and tag us and let me know you were listening. I'd love to say hi to you guys. Today we have guest Leona, the founder of the award-winning Lyla Lash Bar. Leona has blended her two interests of art and beauty in one, and now is designing beautiful lashes for women in Hong Kong. She started in the industry with her own e-commerce store selling a range of skincare products for 8 years, and during that time she realized she wanted to learn the art of semi-permanent makeup, and she studied at cosmetology school and then opened this beautiful salon, Lyla Lash Bar, 3 years ago, right in central Hong Kong, and that's where we are today chatting. So thank you for being here, Leona.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So I would let you introduce yourself to everyone.
Yeah. So we've been working here for we actually before we were in other location in Lang Kwai Fong. So we moved here for about a year now. So we've been enjoy working here and working as a team, and I enjoy come to here to work every day.
So Leona and I met a few months ago when I was writing an article for a publication here in Hong Kong. It was my first time doing a lash lift, and I can't speak highly enough of lash lifts. I share them almost with every client I do. When I notice someone has nice natural lashes already, I'm always like, oh, you should lift those, Let's use them to your advantage. Yeah, that was my first experience with you guys.
That's good. I'm so glad to hear that you had a good lash lift experience.
But you guys don't just do lash lifts, you also do lots of extensions. Would that be the most of your business is extensions?
Yeah. So we actually started with lash extension only for about 2 years. So for lash lifting, it's quite a new treatment for us. It's not super new, but it's been like maybe about a year. But then it just gets super popular at the moment. So we actually have some lash extension customer, like the regular customer, they kind of just changed to lash lift and then they loved it.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can try both and see how it works for you.
Yeah, I feel like the lash extensions, many more people are aware of that treatment that you can get, and not as many people are aware of lash lifts. Is it a newer phenomenon? Is it a newer trend, or it's been around for the same amount of time as extensions and it's just not been as popular?
I think lash lifting is been around much longer than eyelash extension actually.
Interesting.
So lash lift is kind of like a perm to your lashes. So in the 80s, I think a lot of women were familiar with getting your lash perm, like just make it curlier. But
just because the 80s was very popular for the hair perms, like the big
yes,
curly.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's when you think it started onto the lashes as well.
Yeah, exactly. So at that time you go to the salon, get your hair perm, and then you can get your lashes perm as well. Yeah. So it's been around for a while now, and of course now when you get a lash lifting, we have much improved technique, and then our product is much more. Most of the product that we use on the market now has keratin, so you won't damage your natural lashes like as much as before. So people feel more safe.
Yes.
For doing it, and also you can keep doing it like for a longer amount of time. Yeah,
because the ingredients are just not quite as harsh as the older formulas.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to ask you, what do you think are some of the biggest misconceptions that you hear people talk and chat about online about lash lifts, and that people quite don't understand? Let's break all those misconceptions for people.
Right. I think the biggest misconception about a lash lift is that they think that you can redo it at any time. So, for example, for us, we have different curls to choose from, and some curls are more stronger than the others, and I think they would think that if I try this curl and I don't like it, and I can get another curl the next day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
No.
so actually it's a big no. So unlike eyelash extension, you can easily use like a lash cleaner or a lash removal to just remove it, and then you can get a new set like at any time, right? And it's not damaging your hair or anything. But for lash lifting, unfortunately, you just have to wait. I would say at least 3 weeks to wait before you get another lift again. And the ideal time frame, I would say 8 weeks. Yeah, so be very, very careful when you get a lash lift done. Do your research,
If you do it again too soon, that will be damaging to your lashes, right? They might break or become very fragile.
And also it's very unpredictable for us as a technician to predict the curl that it may turn out.
Ah, okay. When
Yeah.
you're doing it again on already a fresh set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we definitely don't recommend it.
Just wait.
Just
But
wait.
there is, when I came and had my lash lift here, there is two types, the L and the C
Yes.
shapes. So, whereas with extensions, there's so many different, I guess, styles and trends you could design. Where with the lift, it's kind of like curly or extra curly. So if you guys think of like an L, like a letter L,
Yeah.
it's like the lashes come out and then bend straight up
Yes.
from the eye. So that is the most perkiest
Yes.
shape. That's the one I went with because I'm like, let's do it.
Yeah.
And the C is more, as a letter C, a little bit more of a gentle curve around.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So
Yes,
I feel
exactly.
like, people, if they went with the C, I guess they probably was like, oh, I probably wanted the L. Is that what you find?
For some cases, yeah, or well, after they do the C, and then they will be like, oh, maybe I wanted to make it more curlier, and they wanted to change the curl completely. As you can see, because the shape of the curl is quite different. It's not just this one is curlier than the other one. Yeah, so when we do the L curl, is that we use a little bit different technique. Is that we use the silicone that we curl it from the root. So the curl is quite like close to the root here.
Immediate from the skin.
Yes. So it's quite hard to change to the middle,
Yeah.
to the middle of the lashes.
To remove the bend of where it started.
Yes, exactly. So yeah.
Is everybody a good candidate for lash lifts, or is there some eyelashes where it just wouldn't work for them?
For lash lifting, I would say for most of the customers, they would be a good candidate. Yeah. The only type of the customer I would don't recommend is that they get the lash lift treatment too often. Like for
Just the frequency is too
the
much.
yes, then I don't recommend. But then yeah,
Everyone can try.
everyone can try. It's safe, and if you don't like it, you wait for a few weeks, then the lash will go to your original stage. And so yeah.
I can't imagine many people not liking it. It's amazing. It just makes you so awake looking straight away, and especially for blondes, it's a big improvement when you get the tint at the same time as the lash lift, because I honestly did not need to wear mascara for a whole week. Like, the tint, as you said, the tint does wear off faster than the curl. The curl lasted for ages, so the tint is because of your skincare products and your cleansing routines, that can kind of remove the tint faster. But the curl lasted, a good 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good.
it's really, really great. So I want to ask, what sets apart a good lash lift from a bad lash lift and experience and salon, in your opinion, in the industry?
To define bad and good, for me, if it looks good, then it's it's a good lash lift. For me, I cannot stand lashes unevenly separated and curl. Yeah, it did something to me. I just have to like, I just have to separate them, evenly, tidy them up.
You see this often, like on the streets, and you're like, or on the train, and you're like, I want to fix your eyelashes.
Yes, I wish I could. Especially summertime, right? You get sweaty, and then your skin, your hair gets oily easily. Then, but yeah, separate them, and maybe bring a comb with you when you go out. So you can kind of brush it like just when you need it, kind of like a lipstick. You can just kind of touch up. Yeah. So please do that.
So badly, because when they're perming them, basically, if they don't separate them nicely when they're putting the solution on, can it then dry and set really uneven, like permanently? Like even if you keep brushing it, they kind of just go back to the tangled look?
Yes, exactly.
It's possible. Okay.
So the most important part of the procedure is that you have to glue your natural lashes evenly onto the silicone before you put the setting cream on. Otherwise, they will just kind of cross each other, kind of just stuck like So
Okay, and that can't be fixed when you brush it because they've permed it that way, in the wrong way.
In that way, yes.
Yes. Also, I want to say what sets apart a good place probably is, I've not had experience, as Lyla is the only place I've been to have my lashes done, and I really enjoyed my experience here, is I've heard that other places, at lower price points, where they have one technician with 4 people at a time. Have you heard about this? So one person doing the lash lifting, the technician, will be working on 4 people at the same time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Have you heard of this?
No, actually I haven't.
I've had a friend that went to a place where the girl was doing, so she would do one part of the procedure and then move to the next person, then come back as they set and change something else on the lashes and keep going.
Right.
I find that's very, obviously you're paying a cheaper price for that, but you're not going to get the attention to detail from that person because they're managing 4 people at one time. And I feel like it could be a little bit dangerous if they leave one a little bit too long and don't come back to you in time to take off the solution.
Yeah, I'm actually to be honest, I don't know how she does it. I haven't done it before, and I'm pretty sure that my team no, we're not doing it here.
If you started asking them to do more than one person at a time, they'd be like, sorry, you've gone crazy.
No, I think one is already busy enough.
Yeah.
We have to look at the timer. We have to make sure, the lashes is separate evenly. And then we have to make sure the amount of the cream is correct and everything. And then you also have to make sure that your customer was doing okay, they're lying down, their eyes are closed, they can't really see anything, and you're doing things on their eyes.
Or your trust is on the technician behind you.
Yes.
You hope they're watching everything, making sure it's all going well. So I think that's a clear difference between, I'm not going to say bad salon, but you get different salons for different prices, and that's what you could maybe expect at lower price places.
Right, yeah. No,
but news to you, you've never heard of that?
No, actually, it's very interesting. Yeah. Can you send me that thing? I wanted to read it.
Sure. Okay. How would you, when we're talking about the lash extensions, how would you recommend someone to pick a good shape and design for their face? Because some people I see, it looks beautiful on them, which are normally the ones that are veering towards the natural side. Some people have ones that I think don't look great. They're a bit too heavy. They look down and it's just like a black rectangle on their eyes.
Right.
How would you, guide people to pick a good lash set for the extensions?
We so when we have new customer coming in, we take our time to do a consultations before the sessions. Usually, I would find out like if they had it done before, if they wear makeup regularly, and to find out more about their makeup routines basically. So and then we'll suggest like which style that it might suit you better. And for some people, they just don't have the idea of eyelash extensions. They was like most people, they haven't done it before. They would think it's just like one one style.
Yeah,
just
they don't
like,
know there's a range.
Yeah,
or
just
endless
like
options.
Yeah, just like really dramatic or like super big lashes. Actually, it doesn't have to be that way. But of course, you prefer that way, then yeah, it will look nice as well. And so the consultation would take much longer when they come in for eyelash extension. And we actually have too many. We don't have enough time to discuss it here. All sort of type of extension here, like different curve, different length, different style, and different brand, different material. So yeah, so if you come in for extension, then please keep out at least 2 hours, including the session.
Including the session, okay.
So yeah.
So you can really spend time with them to chat about the look they want.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Exactly.
Maybe I will try that eventually, the lash extensions.
Oh yeah, try it. You will look nice on you, super nice on you, I promise.
I've had them once before, many years ago.
All right.
But the thing is, I don't think the place was used to blonde people. And it was actually years and years ago when I was modeling. And I just, the client sent me to go get lash extensions, and they didn't dye my natural lashes. So my natural lashes are very blonde. So I was like a zebra with like a black line and a blonde line and a black line and a blonde line. And so I still had to wear mascara to color my blonde. And then wearing mascara and then trying to remove the mascara at night was just a nightmare. Painful it was. And they didn't last very long because I had to keep trying to remove the mascara at night.
Yeah.
So yeah, next time if I try it again, we'll definitely have to dye my eyelashes.
Yeah, I mean, you can get a little tint before the extension, but we actually have a different technique for that. We can put the extension in a different way, so we can actually cover the blonde hair. So we can put it from so usually we put it on the top of your natural lashes, but then you don't have to. You can put it on the bottom, from the side, and
it kind of disguises the natural blonde lash.
Yeah, so we have a very new technique that I don't know if you heard of it. It's called a bind lot. So it's that we use 2 extensions and then we kind of just put it on top of the natural lashes, and one is on the bottom of the natural lashes. So you can cover up your natural hair color completely. Amazing. Without a tint.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah, so it's a very new technique. I think it just came out like this year.
That sounds very time consuming.
It is a very different technique, and you definitely need senior technician to do this.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Are you able to? It sounds like you would need to stick quite a lot of extensions. Are you able to do that but still achieve a natural result?
Yes, you can.
You don't have to have a full thick layer.
No, you and it also comes with different size. So you can for this one we call it flat lashes. So the shape is a bit different. So usually the one is kind of like a round shape. So this one is kind of the flat, but you can't really see it. But then you can glue your natural lashes to another extension, kind of just like a sandwich, like this.
Yeah. And so the sandwich, the black lashes are the bread, and then your natural lashes, the filling inside.
Yes,
and it's
exactly.
Covered.
And it's covered. You won't see it. And the glue is also black.
Oh, okay. So that helps as well.
So yes,
to blacken the roots.
So we actually recommend this to my like other customer. They have beautiful blonde hair and they love it. They're just like, because usually when you do the tint, you have to wait for a little while, and then you get an extension. So our customer here, they would come here, get a tint, and then they would go out, have a lunch, have a walk, and then come back and then get an extension. Because so we don't want to do it like immediately. based on our experience, if you let it sit like for the tint sit for a few hours, it has a better result before you put the extension on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I had no idea about this new technique for the blonde lashes.
Yeah, you should try it out.
Maybe after my lift, we'll come and try that one.
Yeah.
Do another talk about all about extensions, because as you said, there's lots you can talk about extensions.
Yes, a lot. No, we can talk about this all day. We're already doing it every day, all day. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that comes to the end of the episode. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much. It was fun.
Yeah. Don't forget to check out Leona on Instagram at Lyla Lash Bar. That will be all in the show notes. And if you guys have any questions for us, please message us on our Instagrams, and we will be more than happy to answer your questions.
Yeah.
And we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye-bye.